Ladies and gentlemen, would you please pray silence for the father of the bride?
Okay, here we go then. Right. Welcome all the family and friends in here today. It's made their day. I know it has. I would ask them to look now and just look at all these people in here today, because there's not one in here today that you don't love, is there? No. Have a good look round. Have a good look round, you two. Also, James has joined the Caldwell clan on a very special day, which would have been my father's 100th birthday if he was here today. I'm now going to forget about James and go straight to Jen now. What a day, eh, darling? What a day, eh? Did you enjoy yourself? You did, didn't you? We had fun, didn't we? Yeah, we did have fun. And then James came. Anyway, eh? Yeah, no. I know everybody will agree with me here that she looked absolutely stunning today. Really did, darling. You really do. Yeah, you really do, Jen. Yeah, people don't know how much this takes to arrange all this and for what you've gone through to make yourself look like that today, and you deserve it. You deserve it, darling. You really do. Right. What would you like me to talk about now? Your childhood? No. Well, I'll keep it short. But she's had a lot of bangs on the head, which explains a lot, including my white hair. And yeah, she doesn't like getting her hair wet. She likes nail clippers, which I should have realised years ago. She was going to turn into a beautician. And I slapped myself for I thought this was coming all the way round and I just didn't see it. But well done, and you do really well, and you work really hard. Really hard. You do. And on top of that, you put all this together, a year in the making. Up to 2:30 in the morning or whatever it took, you were going to do it. And we've all had a really good time, Jen. It was all so worth it. Well done. Yeah. No. What do you mean? You didn't want to go to bed because he was in it? Okay, darling. Okay, my darling. All right. Right. Speaking of him, I would like to welcome Jay to our family now. Yes. I couldn't tell. No. Yeah. Great. Great. No. Lovely. No. Official welcoming. Although James and myself have been friends for a long time now, gone through some different moments as such. I think we'll leave that there as such. I did think he was doing very well in the world until I watched a ninja video the other day. Was quite something else. Thank you, Barry. I'd also like to welcome my new part of the family, Vanessa and Ian. Our last day of father of the bride, mother of the groom, from 12 o'clock tonight, we're the dreaded in-laws. You know that, so play the part. Yeah. I'd also like to welcome Jim and Jane. Jane, along with my partner Pat and Jane today, have done some lovely flowers. So whatever happened to that weather today, you were going to brighten it. Really nice lady. Until you've seen someone do flowers, you do not realise what they like to do. I've got to go home to a house full of them, but still. Right. No, it's not your turn. Not your turn yet. I just wanted to give you a little bit of advice. My vast marriage advice. Yeah? No, I haven't got much to say on it really. It never goes to plan. But sometimes on your serious moment, James, when we sat down and had a breakfast, and you very often said to me, you said, what do you reckon? Then you said, how am I going to keep Jen? Is she happy? And everything. And do you know what the answer is? You can't see it. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. She's got a sparkle in her eye. Yeah. And that's about me done. But I would like to make a toast. I'd like to do a toast, if we may, please, to the newlywed couple, Mr. and Mrs. Caldwell Dowling. Oh, it's a mouthful, isn't it? What a mouthful. Eh? Health, wealth and happiness, and very much love to you. Good luck for the future, guys.
Hello everyone, just going to demonstrate something. Mr. Hobson, please may I have my speech? Yes sir? No, don't do that to me. Splendid. Thank you very much. 2A4, no. Oh, splendid. Thank you very much. Mr. Hobson, would you say it for me? No. Okay. So, thank you very much, Angus, for the lovely words and the permission for allowing me to marry your daughter. Not that you had much choice in it. Look at me. I'm a stunner. Thank you very much for the lovely venue that you've put us all in and the lovely church. It really was a beautiful day, so thank you very much. Obviously, now I've got to thank all the guests. Thank you very much for coming from far and wide, family, from Kings Langley to Perry the Bin Man from Gravel Hill. Obviously, we couldn't, obviously we have to say thank you to all the guests. Personally, Angus would rather you not be here. Would have been a damn sight cheaper. Obviously, I have to thank both sets of parents. So, Mum, Dad, Angus, Vivian, thank you guys so much. As you both are divorced, let's hope for a better future for me and Jen. Okay. Moving on quickly. At this point, fucking A-bomb that shit, Perry, didn't I? Apparently, I meant to compliment the wife at this point. You're not a minger, so that's all right. So yeah, obviously there was a lot of controversy around here. Obviously my manly approach to life, and obviously having the nickname that Nick Lewis gave to me, the gay Milky Bar Kid. Obviously, hopefully I've proved to everyone here, I'm not gay, and says leave that firmly in the closet. Okay? Ask no questions, tell no lies. I'd like to obviously thank my best men. I'd like to thank my best men, Chris. Chris I've known since school, since I was 14. I was that annoying kid that moved and Chris had to look after me. So unfortunately I've been with him for 16 years, I think it is. Still hasn't got rid of me yet. What can I say? Craig I've known since I was about 17. Overall, he's an accountant. Really not much to say. Other than he is fantastic with numbers, me and Jennifer were having a bit of a row and Craig calculated how much it was going to cost Angus if we didn't have a wedding. Needless to say, Craig sorted it right out for us. Now we obviously need to toast the bridesmaids to say thank you for their hard work, and this is a very, very famous speech that I've prepared. So little Liz may cover up if you get easily offended. Here's to the people we have met, and here's to the people we have fucked, and here's to some of us that have had no such luck. Here's to all of you, and here's to me. Together as friends, we should always be. But if we should ever disagree, then fuck all of you. Here's to me. Cheers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hobson. You stand up.
Right, it's with much regret that actually I have to inform you that the Best Men speeches have been cancelled tonight. Jay felt that it would be better to, as in his words, flog some stock. So, and as it's his wedding, we're actually... Are you still good with the... Yeah, yeah, he's giving a very grateful deal, and you're all going to get 0.1% off any goods that you buy today. No, we have got speeches. Go on, Chris.
Afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I've been friends with James for 1 week now, after responding to an ad on Gumtree. It's nice to see everyone here at this lovely venue. Had it been up to James, we'd all be in the church hall bringing our own drinks. On that note, I hope everyone's enjoying the wine on the tables.
After much research online, I've found out that basically the perfect best man speech is to last as long as the groom does on his wedding day. So I will apologise right now for overgoing. All the best to the bride and groom. No, really, I've known both Jay and Jen for a long time now, and they are just yin and yang in their relationship with each other, and I feel they just complete the relationship that I have with the two of them. They're both equally as important to me, so thank you guys. You mean a lot to me. I won't let you guys work out who the yin and the yang in the relationship is. I think we both know they have different connotations. So Jay, you're a very good friend to me. You've really, truly outdone yourself with Jen. I can see, but by looking at both your mother and your father, that with confidence I can say that they're both proud of you for meeting Jen. So everyone, could we please raise a glass to congratulate the groom? Jen, you two are truly a very good friend, and I feel you have really outdone yourself this time. Your poor father must be thinking, what the hell have I done wrong? So, if everyone could please raise their glass in support of Jen. Commiserations, Jen.
Don't sit down, mate. Still got a bit left. So traditionally, it's the best man's job to make the groom sweat a little bit. But since James has had Botox in his armpits, he's made the job a little more difficult. Knowing James since at the age of 14, you can imagine I've got a few incriminating stories about the pair of us. But strategically, James invited my dad and stepmom here today, so it's narrowed it down a bit.
As Chris said, we've both known Jay and Jen for some time now, and Jay a little bit longer. Sadly, many of you will probably know that Jen and Jay both like to take bets on how long their friends' relationships will last. Well, I can tell you that Chris and I used to do something very similar, albeit we weren't taking bets on how long Jay's relationships would last. We were actually making prayers for how long they would last. You see, prior to Jen and Jay being together, Jay would be constantly calling, turning up at our doorsteps, and pretty much harassing us every evening just for some company. So until the era of the Golden Jen, we were very sad people. I think we both gave Jen and Jay 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. But Jen has somehow managed to hold him down, and we're really happy for that. So thank you, Jen. We really mean it.
Now, I'd like to take a moment to draw your attention to the bridesmaids, who all look fantastic today, only to be outshone by the stunning bride, Jen. James, now listen, honey. Don't mess this up, mate. You're punching. Little private joke.
Right. Throughout Jay and Jen's relationship, Jen has made many false accusations about me. Something both Jay and I can relate to very well, I imagine. But I'd just like to say, she's been saying that I've been stirring a wooden spoon and causing trouble in their relationship. Well, Jen, this is well overdue, but you are right. I have been stirring a wooden spoon in your relationship. And for that, I have a gift for you. Can you guess what it is yet? Jen, thank you so much for taking Jay off our hands. You never have to worry about me stirring the wooden spoon ever again. Thank you.
So I'm glad everyone's had their food before this little story. You sweating yet?
Yeah, I'm sweating for you as well, Chris.
So as some of you may know, James has got a very strange fascination with poo. Especially his own. But I think this time he sort of outdone himself. James and I were sat in my lounge and all of a sudden he knows where this is going. James jumps up out of his seat, pulls his trousers down and farted on his sister's dog, Twiglet. It was fast asleep. Instantly, Twiglet jumped out of her bed, shaking. Luckily, Christine was in the kitchen on the phone at the time, and James started panicking, trying to get Twiglet back into bed. In a last attempt, he picks the bed up and shakes it. Out of nowhere, a nugget of poo comes flying through the air. Splashed on the floor. Luckily, we all saw the funny side of it. Except James. He was on his hands and knees picking up his poo.
So, when Chris and I were discussing doing the speeches, this is where he told me that I'd tell you all a story that shocks and amazes you about Jay. But let's face it, it's Jay, and I don't think anything would shock and amaze us about him. I mean, we all probably know far too much about him already, including Angus. And you agreed to this wedding, mate. So I am going to tell you something that may shock and amaze you about Jay. Behind all of his bravado, mick-taking, stitching people up, etc., whilst he may not be the first person that you think of in a crisis, actually he's the first that would drop his plans and be there for a friend in need. Whether it be advice, time, or intervention, you do cross the line sometimes. Jay has always come through and shown his true colours, and for that I would like to raise a glass to thank Jay for being such a great friend.
For me, James is like a grubby car. He's a bit rough around the edges, he's full of shit, but he's got a bit of potential. And luckily, Jen saw the potential in James and has done nothing but good things for him. You all know James as the loud and outrageous character he is 90% of the time, but behind all of that, he's a very caring person and he'll always be there for you. So thank you, James and Jen, for making me a part of your big day today. James, it's been a real honour. Don't pick me for the next one, though.
So for me, to sum up, Jay's a bit like a 3 counties office desk. Missing a few bolts, unhinged, and missing a much required instruction manual, which makes things very difficult at times. But when you finally receive all of the pieces, Laura told me it takes some clients longer than others, you get a great product. As a good friend of Jen's and an honoured best man of Jay's, I can honestly say that the desk does match the pedestal. Something again that many of Jay's clients can't say. And I see a very special deal that will last a lifetime, in spite of the wear and tear life brings. But Jen, let me warn you, TCOF does not give refunds once the contract has been signed.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all be upstanding and join us in a toast?
There are good ships,
And there are wood ships,
the ships that sail the sea,
but the best ships are friendships.
and may they always be.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the speeches. We are going to have to clear the whole room for this evening's entertainment. So could you take any of your own possessions with you and your drinks? And if you can head out onto the steps, there's going to be a group photograph in the garden.